like construction workers. I mean, they could demolish the wrong building. I know of at least 3 jobs that aren't going to exist within the next 5 to 10 years. And if they do, it's going to be very, very little. So, here, join me as I run through it. We got driving jobs. You guys might think I'm wrong, but I mean, look at all these self-driving vehicles and truckers. I mean, why couldn't those go into automated bays where they load and unload? I mean, it's coming. And those are high paying jobs. So if companies can eliminate that, then they're going to be way ahead. And with Google doing the mapping of the roads, and the vehicle industry is making these vehicles that drive themselves, I mean, it's simple. Put 2 and 2 together. If I was the owner of one of those companies, that's exactly what I would do. Eliminate those kind of jobs. Just think about it. Think about how many accidents are on the road too that can be avoided. Also, think of restaurants. I mean, I've seen it myself in Vegas. They have automated machines that prepare the food. You already go to McDonald's, and I so regret not using that kiosk last time ordering, because you get up to the counter and you don't even see the value menu or the 1, 2, 3 there. They put it on a screen that's off to the side, trying to detour people from buying that stuff because it's hard to read, and then they pressure you when you're in line. And not only that, if you want some kind of special order, like something crazy like no pickles, then it causes a bunch of chaos, and then you may or may not even get that. So we already have the kiosk where you order. So therefore, these restaurants will be able to just operate with 2 people doing everything, or just managing the machines. There isn't going to be these easy jobs where you're hanging out. And also, as it relates to the restaurant, there's the tipping. If it's a machine that delivers like the sushi bars where they come rolling around, and then you just pick off the food that you want, or you order it on your phone and it comes to you, and then you just take the plate to the front and pay at the end. I mean, either that or it's already scanned and they figured out, what you owe. I mean, how great is that? You don't even have to tip anybody. You don't feel, not that it's a bad thing. I often tip people when I'm at a restaurant, more than they deserve, just because I don't want to look like an ass. But once that factor is eliminated, then it just increases the overhead for the business too. And also, you don't have to give machines breaks. You got these younger people that are, it's all about the break. And a lot of times they don't even come back on time from their breaks. Think about it a minute. For those first 2 jobs that I was talking about, how many people are employed in the trucking, Uber driving, DoorDash delivering the food, when Amazon has, they're developing drones right now that deliver packages. So why would that not go overflow into the market of delivering food, delivering and if you planned on making that your career, I would be worried. I would be sweating bullets. Time to come up with something new. And the answer at this point, if you're over 25, I don't really think is going back to school. Go to a trade school, that's all right. But going back to college, you're just going to be the highest paid barista until they eliminate that job and they just have an automatic coffee machine. You drive through, you probably enter it in on your phone, they'll have Dutch Bros, and then it just comes out on a assembly line, and there will be nothing involved with that either. I mean, granted, the quality may suffer, but the quality always suffers because you have low paid, low skilled workers doing these jobs anyway. So, uh, also, companies are all about having a consistent product. You have that's where you have the human error. You have two people making a hamburger, it's not going to be exactly the same. There will be different amounts of materials to it, different weights. Wrapping and packaging it will be different, and greeting and talking to the customer will be a completely different experience with two of those. But with a machine, it's streamlined, it's always the same. People, for the most part, are enjoying it. They may have been reluctant at first, going, I don't want to do this with the robot, it's confusing. But no, you go up to it, it's the touch screen, you go to the general idea of what you want. Okay, I want hamburgers. You hit the hamburgers button, has the list of hamburgers. You want chicken or maybe a vegan option. There's the section for that, or as close as you could get. Um, that's exactly why I love ordering the stuff on my phone, because I'm in control of it. Hey, calm down, baby. Um, the technology, people fear it, but you have to learn it. You have to learn it to exist in this world now. I mean, many of us clock in and clock out on a phone that, are on an hourly wage. So, lastly, and this is huge, construction. Think of all the construction injuries. Think of all of the L&I claims that, the government would rather have you build using machines. And I've seen this done too. They have machines that can lay bricks up to 10 times faster than having a crew of men doing it. Now, they have the one-time fee, just like with all the machines. You pay for the machines. There's a bit of maintenance afterwards, but there's a hell of a lot more maintenance when it comes to injuries of people, counseling them when one of the members of the crew dies in front of them, the human error, operating cranes, um, you know, working with power tools. I mean, and people not wearing the proper PPE, protective equipment. I mean, you really have to think about this, that if you were an owner of a business, you would try however you can to eliminate these problems for yourselves. Labor is the most expensive thing involved with running a business. And once you get these machines to take care of it for you, it may take a while paying it back. But once it's paid, you're going to see your profits skyrocket, because you're not paying out retirements to a machine. You're not paying anything involved with union setups, that are demanding higher wages year after year. So those are the three that I got so far that I know are going to be in big trouble here soon. The driving, everything involved with restaurant and food, and the construction industry. So, not to be a bummer on everyone's day, but you got to keep your eyes open to what's happening around you. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind. Just like when I started working on a computer, I came really close to getting left behind, because the only technology I use is apps on phones and tablets, and now I'm becoming more and more versed on computers. So I built value as opposed to just settling for jobs that may or may not exist in the future. I mean, and who knows? The career field I'm in may or may not But you have to be open to adapting and change, or you're just simply not going to survive. And that's just being real. You guys may be mad about it or whatnot, but it's just being real. And if you guys, you know, open your eyes to it, then you can do something about it as you see it happening. Like you're at a place and they start putting machines in to do your job, and you're like, oh yeah, just figure out how to work with these machines. They're taking your job. I'm sorry, they're gonna be taking your job. So I'm Cookout Northwest. If you like videos like this, hit the like button below. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. It helps me out.